the hadith didn't say he's going to punish, because punishment is not in the hand of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. Just Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam saying, is the hadith said, blaming. Just like, am I not the man that you want to join to be in Jannah? Am I not the man you used to say the second part of your shahada with? وَأَشْهَدُ أَنَّ مُحَمَّدًا رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. I'm not the man that you used to say, we are celebrating, we are doing, we love, let's do something, and if so, why you have not practiced? And the narration said, just because of the blame, the flesh of your face, of the face of the human being, will be falling down. The flesh of your face, just because of the blame. You used to say sometimes, I'm in front of my uncle, or I'm in front of one of my elders in your city, in your country, and he's blaming you. That's correct? And you used to say, I cannot even do it. I cannot even raise my eye and look at his face. That's correct? You said, my mother is just like, she was tough with me. I made it so bad, and when she was just talking to me, I cannot even, because of the shyness, I cannot even raise my eye in her eye. Is it correct? You're saying, I'm feeling so bad. If that blame is coming from Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, the narration said it's not going to be only eye being put down. The narration said that you are going to feel bad, shameful, shame of yourself, to the extent that the flesh of your face is falling down. And it's not a punishment yet. It's just Muhammad is asking you, you have been saying you love me. Why your checklist is that bad? That's it. That's it. We have not talked yet about punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have not talked yet about being deprived from drinking from His hand. We have not talked yet about maybe you might not be out of the group who will be joining him, making it to Jannah, because that's punishment. We have just talked about a blame. Muhammad is telling you why you have not made it. Don't you believe in me? Am I not the man who has taken that humanity from darkness to light? Didn't I struggle to make you having a chance to make it to Jannah? Did I come with the complete message, complete and perfect? Did I bring it to you with no blemish, no mistake, no confusion, no nothing? Didn't I leave you on the white, as Muhammad said, on the very pure white road? Signals are clear. Here is right, here is left. No confusion. And you're gonna keep saying yes, yes, yes. And that blame, because you can say nothing except thinking of why I have not followed. But at that time, there is no U-turn. You are in a place that has been only one way. يومئذ لا ينفع نفس إيمانها لا ينفع نفسا إيمانها لم تكن قد آمنت من قبل. Iman will not, at that time, even will not help. Unless you have made it in dunya. You cannot say that, oh, now I believe. Let me act. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. May the blessing and the peace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon that great man, upon that great teacher, upon his wives, upon his companions, upon you, his followers, whom inshallah are going to follow him with piety till the day of judgment. And alhamdulillah, he said, out of Allah's mercy, we are not obligated. What he said, whatever I have given you to obey, get whatever you can. He did pray 4 hours at night. He said, just pray not. 2 rak'ahs will be fine. مَا أَمَرْتُكُمْ بِهِ, whatever I have commanded you to do. فَأْتُوا مِنْهُ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُمْ, whatever you can, make it. But never miss. But whatever I have made it forbidden, never get close to. وَمَا نَهَيْتُكُمْ عَنْهُ فَاجْتَنِبُوهُ. Stop. Whatever I have given you as an optional to increase your balance and skill, get whatever you can. And that's out of Allah's mercy. But still the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam are still dealing with the Sunnah as we mentioned before. Oh brother, why you are not doing so? Oh man, huh? It's Sunnah. What does it mean by Sunnah? We are talking about the Sunnah like the default is to be ignored. The default is not to be that seriously considered. Is it true? Brother, why you are not doing so? It's just like, it's a Sunnah. Fine. What does it mean, Sunnah? Does Sunnah mean is the default to ignore or the default to go? It might not be 100%, but you should go for it. But now we are dealing with the Sunnah is like, as Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam said, he said it will be a time. A part of my ummah will come on their sofa, as Muhammad said. Exactly the same. They will come on their sofa saying, oh, don't worry man about it. Whatever is in the book of Allah will follow. And whatever is called Sunnah will not worry about. And that's what Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam said 1400 years ago. And he replied in the same hadith saying, Wallahi, what I have said is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. It's Allah's revelation. Nothing has come out of the tongue but a revelation. And he said, haven't you read the verse in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. You have in Muhammad sallallahu alayhi. That's the book, if you want to follow the book. Because people have come, have we heard about a group called Qur'anese guys? Who are claiming that they love Allah and they love Muhammad. They're saying, oh, we're going to follow only Quran. Because Sunnah has a problem. And if you will go back, you will find it's a whole conspiracy and a whole trap. They are gonna accuse the Sunnah, they are gonna accuse the Sahaba who has brought the Sunnah, and the next step they are gonna accuse the Sahaba who did write the Quran. At the beginning it did start only. And that's false. An act of lie. Allah did preserve Quran and Sunnah. Allah did preserve dhikr. Inna nahnu nazzalna dhikra wa inna lahu lahafidhun. We have preserved, we have maintained whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed. A part is Allah's words, exactly a word by word, a letter by letter, which is the Quran. And a part is Allah's revelation, but Muhammad words. The words of Allah Muhammad cannot change. But every single hadith, it's Allah's revelation as meaning, and Muhammad is making it with his own words. And alhamdulillah, Allah did send those scholars to let you have a book that's called Sahih, and that's Da'if, and that's here, and that's there. And as the scholars agreed on, it's a part of Allah's tools. And now we have the computers of the kafirs, which should not be. Computers should be ours. Technology should be the ummah of Muhammad. Science should be the ummah of Muhammad. We should not depend even on others, as I mentioned before. And now we have the tools of kuffar to maintain that book. Is it true? You will log in into any one of the websites dealing with the Quran in the Far East or the Far West, and you will see the whole Quran either scanned, or, and you can search a word and you can search a language. Is it correct? And it will not change. If it's one of the authentic websites that's being monitored or run, operated by sincere brothers or sisters, East and West, they are maintaining the book of Allah. And now some of the enemies of Islam are replying to those who are enemies of Islam, telling them what you are saying about Quran is not true, because we have already the version. You cannot tell me that Quran has, it's only one version. It's different ways of recitation, that's correct, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did make it to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We are still inshallah with the third session from the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with a renewal or a renewed intention. We are going to live in this week or the coming 2 weeks with Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam everywhere, which is fine. Which is fine. But those who are taking it properly, we need to make sure it's just a reminder for us So we'll start and not stop, as I used to say. We'll not make it for a week and stop. We'll make it and continue. We will renew the love or refresh it. Sometimes, Akhi, subhanallah, we used to have the same with our kids and wives. That's correct? Your wife is saying just like, our life has become so boring. Is it correct? We need to refresh our life. We need to, why I don't feel your love anymore? You are refreshing that love. What you are doing for your wife, if you hear so. A gift, maybe? Is it correct? A gift? 500 dirhams, which might not be enough for her, but that's fine. Just a gift, a nice word, a smile, a week somewhere, hopefully halal, just to enjoy your time, taking yourself and your kid to one of the, is it correct? And she will come back after a few hours saying, I feel that I have been returned back like 10, 15 years. Is it correct? Is it correct? You can just go and return it back like 10, 15 years. Is it correct? Is it correct? You can just go inside the bathroom and take a shower and go back to your room even without leaving the house with a different way of look. Is it correct? But not shaving your beard because she want to do that. I'm not saying that because she doesn't like. Let her doesn't like it. Let her go somewhere else. I'm saying you used to be not that care about the relationship with your wife. You hope to see her 100% dressed up, full makeup. You want to see her the same way you are watching the TV. You want to see her. Don't forget what you are watching the TV is a lie. If a lady is going to her bed and waking up and she's full makeup, can you tell? And you are asking your wife, why you are not waking up like this? It will never work because that's lie. And even why you are watching that, which is another problem. Same way for wives. I want you, my husband, to be like, who is this? Why you are watching such nasty guys? But Ibn Abbas made it clear. I need to decorate myself. I need to look good in the eye of my wife the same way I would like her to be looking good in my eye. And he said that's the interpretation of Allah's verse, وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. They have the same right you have on them. It can take you 10 minutes. And instead of being nasty dressed, not good smell, you have not used the deodorant for 10 days. And you're just like blaming her for not. Make sure that you are doing the same. Go and refresh that love with one action. What I'm saying is, in order to refresh that love, it needs action. You cannot stay in your place and, okay, everything will be good. Fine. If there is no action, no nothing. If she will not see something different, if she will not see a smile, if she will not see a gift, if she will not see different words, if she will not see the aggressiveness has started to be softness, there is no refreshing to that love. We need to do the same with our love to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If you have not read 10, 20, 30 ahadith in the last few days, make sure that you will. Make sure that the one you love, you are trying to keep track of his record, his word. Is it correct? You are saying, oh, I love that author. I'm looking for his book everywhere. I want to just read one of his statements. What about the man who left for us every single action for our life? And you have a curriculum for it. And nothing has been missed. And you cannot claim that you cannot. You cannot claim that you need 3 months like al-Bukhari or 4 months to come up with one hadith. We mentioned that last time. You don't have an excuse. It's going to take you one button and you're going to print. If you have a printer, if you only can go to one of those cafes, and it's going to take you a minute. And you have 20, 30 pages of some ahadith in any language you would like to get, that you can spend with and live with and enjoy and like